What have you made of the controversy regarding Roy Keane's... Well, Roy Keane's made some comments. FIFA have said there won't be a replay, after which Thierry Henry very kindly said a replay would be the fair outcome. It's very easy for him to say, well, what are the odds saying? Will Ireland go to the World Cup? Will there be a replay?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. I must admit, Thierry Henry's gone slightly up in my estimation with that quote. Of course, the fairest solution would be to replay the game, but it's not in my control.
But he did say that after FIFA had said there won't be a replay.
Exactly. Thierry Henry is still banned from 850 Betfred shops. He's banned from all our shops. We don't want to see Thierry Henry anywhere near Betfred. He's banned. I think it's absolutely disgusting. Yep. That handball was appalling, not played in the spirit of the game. The first one I could maybe excuse, but the caress in the second one is absolutely disgusting. I'm absolutely appalled at the Irish and not at the World Cup. All right, I know it could have gone to penalties and I know France could have scored, but to go out that way is absolutely disgusting. And I am really, really quite sickened by it. And I hope this weekend we are not talking about referees, we're not talking about handballs, and we're talking about fabulous football.
Inevitably we will, though, don't we? Just quickly, Roy Keane for Ireland manager. It's not going to happen, is it?
Well,
I don't
think he'll be the chief exec of Ireland, definitely.
Right, let's turn the attention onto the weekend's football, because we are back to Premier League action. We forget, don't we, the big result for Chelsea against Manchester United beforehand. But Sir Alex Ferguson saying the league starts now. No international distractions really till March. This is where we want to get going and capture those 5 points back.
Yeah, definitely. We make Chelsea actually 5 to 6 favourites to win the league at this stage, but that's because there's a 5-point cap. But certainly the biggest game of the weekend has got to be that game at Anfield, isn't it? Liverpool versus Man City. Liverpool a shade of odds on. They're at 10 to 11. The draw's 9 to 4. City are 5 to 2. Benitez has lost 5 games already this season. Liverpool as big as 40 to 1 to win the league, which is like a record in November.
That's gone. That's gone.
Benitez is 10 to 1 to be out of work before the Jedward twins.
Well, we'll have to wait. He's too expensive, isn't he? He's too expensive to get rid of.
Or what about 25 to 1 for all 3 to be out of work on Sunday night?
That's a very interesting little setup there. Regarding City, they just want to get their credentials, don't they? Top 4 credentials. That's the big test against Liverpool. Get rid of them once and for all.
I mean, you know, they drew at Birmingham recently. Obviously, dropped points at home to Burnley. They need to crack on. However, I think a draw will be a great result for City Anfield, which is 9 to 4. It was 1-1 last season, actually. City not won at Anfield since 2003 when they won 2-1. Anelka getting both goals that day as well. A 2-1 City is a decent price, 12 to 1. I fancy Gareth Barry tomorrow to score first. There's often a little story. He looked like he was going to Liverpool, and then he can show the Liverpool fans what they're missing out on. And he's a big price to score first is Gareth Barry. 25 to 1.
Back on the bench.
Yeah, Rubinho back on the bench, yeah, so maybe last goal, he's 8 to 1. Adebayor's a decent price, 7 to 1. Tevez, 8 to 1 to score first. I'm hearing Gerrard will play, Johnson will play, Agger will play, but Torres is being arrested in anticipation of the Merseyside derby a week on Sunday.
Interesting inside knowledge. Quickly, you'll be back a little bit later on. Just one word. John and Edward, are they going to resign? What are the odds on that from X Factor in protest at Ireland?
I don't know. They're 9 to 4 to go this week. However, I think they're going to stay in. They are singing the Wham classic, I'm Your Man.
I will
There's
not
going to be more comedy television.
I won't let you say any more on it. I think Nicky's going to talk all about it with you a little later on, so do tune into that.